Hey guys, I'm Saion Gupta and I'm 11 years old. I'm the founder of 10xforthekids.com. And if you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly do it so that you don't miss any of my videos. So without any delay, let's get started. And today we are doing MySQL part 4. This is MySQL part 4, the final part. Okay, and we are gonna learn how to update a table, how to limit a table, and how to join a table. The join a table chapter will be the most interesting one. It will be a little bit lengthy, but that's all right. So without any delay, let's get started. And today we are gonna end MySQL. So I'm just telling you that we had deleted that customers table last time. We had dropped that table, so I've created it once again with all these records. Then I have created two more tables. So like I'll just run the show tables command to see all my tables. So if you see over here, I've created two more tables, products and users. These two tables will be used in our join chapter, right? These two tables will be used in a join chapter. So these are important if you want to work with me right now. So you need to create these two tables if you want to work side by side, and just create customers also if you had deleted it. I had taught you how to add multiple records, so just see that video, add some multiple records, and you're good to go with this video. So now we'll first of all do update. So updating a table, we have already learned how to insert items in a table, but we have not learned how to change an existing record, right? How to change some value of an existing record. For example, an address, like wherever that address occurs, change it, right? So how to change a existing record, we'll learn this in our update table chapter. So you can update existing records in a table by using the update statement. So there's an update statement through which you can update your existing records in a table. So override the address column from Valley 345 to Canyon 123. So it is saying that update customers. So it is saying that update our customers table, set address equals Canyon 123. So set the address to Canyon 123 where it finds the address Valley 345. So we have already learned about the where clause. So wherever it finds that address is Valley 345, it will set it to address Canyon 123, right? And we have to give update and then the table name, right, in which we want to update. If we don't get the where clause, be aware, if we don't give the where clause, if you omit it, then it will change all the fields, like all the records which have the address to Canyon 123, right? It will change all the addresses of every record to Canyon 123. So you need to give the where clause, or it will just like lead you to some trouble. Okay, so we'll just try this. So we'll do over here update our customers table, set the address equals to Canyon. We'll just do it Canyon, okay, where let's do it 123, Canyon 123, wherever you find the address equals to Valley 345, right? Yeah, Valley 345. So this was a query. Then we are just passing it in a connection.query method, and then we are just I don't think we are using fields over here. We are not getting any fields, so let's remove it. We were getting it in drop table, right? So it is searching for an error, then it will throw an error. If it does not get an error, then it will show the result in the console. So let's run this statement and see the outcome. So node mysql.js and you see we get an OK packet. It is showing us connected, everything is fine, and we are continuing from our previous file only, right? So over here it has given field count 0, affected rows 1 row was affected. That means that one row was changed. So now if we'll do select what just happened, I don't know what just happened. Okay, so I'll okay, thank you. It is showing display driver stopped responding. That's fine. Okay, so we have a lot of plenty of storage, so we'll just cross this out, right? And we are good to go now. I think there is no problem in the recording, and we are good to go. So what we'll do, we are doing select all from customers. So we'll just see everything that there is in customers, and over here we can find Canyon 1 to 3. That means over here before there was Valley 3 4 5, but now this Canyon 1 to 3. That means it has updated this 5th record, right? So this is very cool, guys. This is very cool. Updating existing records is a lot. You have to do it a lot in your applications when you are building applications. Like for example, a user changes his or her password. So you'll do, wherever you find that username, you'll change the password to the new password, right? So this is very important, guys, right? So we learned how to update it, how to update a existing record, and it is not responsive. Yeah, now it is. So notice the where clause in the update syntax. So you see the where clause, I told you the where clause specifies which record or records that should be updated. If you omit the where clause, all the records will be updated, and it is quite a trouble for you. Okay, so save the code above in a file called demodb update.js and run the file, and which will give you the result. This what we are just printing out the whole result object. So the result object. So when executing a query, a result object is returned. So when you are executing this type of query like update, create something and all, result object is written that we are seeing over here, right? So the result object contains information about how the query affected the table. So this result object contains information how the query that you gave over here affected the table, right? So the result object returned from the example above looks like this. So our result object also looks like this: field count 0, affected rows 1, insert id 0, server status 34, warning count 0, and there's a some message that rows matched is 1, so it matched 1 rows where it found Valley 3 4 5. It changed 1 row, right? So we changed 1 row, and there are 0 warnings, right? And I don't know why is it giving a bracket less. Okay, so over here it should have ended the bracket also, but I don't know why is it giving a bracket less. So then we are just showing protocol 41 true and change rows 1, right? So this all makes sense. The values of the properties can be displayed like this. So you can just access the object and then show any of its properties values. So we can access this object using the result. Result is basically this object, and we can do dot affected rows to or dot any property of this object to show its value, right? So which will produce the result 1. And this was the update chapter. Now we are on the limit chapter. Update chapter was quite cool, how to update existing records, but now we'll limit the result. For example, you have a lot of data in your table and you are doing some testing. for which you need 1 or 2 records only, right? So you can limit the result. Instead of having that whole result, you can limit the result to 2, 3, 4, 5 results and so on, right? So you can limit the result. So you can limit the number of records returned from the query by using the limit statement. You can use the limit statement to limit the records that come, basically limit the result. Okay, so select the first 5 records in the customers table. So to select the first 5 records, just do select all from customers. So bring all the records first and limit 5. So limit it to 5. Don't bring all the records, select everything, but only bring the top 5 records. Limit it to 5 records, right? So this is what this statement is saying. So now we'll just try this. We'll do select all. So all from customers basically says all the columns, right? All the columns from customers, and the records should only come 5, or you'll just say 3. So only 3 records should come. Now if we see, we are getting a row data packet where we are getting only 3 records, right? We are getting 3 records over here, right? So this is very cool for testing, and it can be used in other stuff also, right? So save the code above in a file called demo this, which will give you the result this, right? So start from another position. For example, you don't want it from the start, you want it from the middle, from like somewhere else, from some other position. Then you can use the offset. So if you want to return 5 records starting from the 3rd record, so if you want, for example, starting from the 3rd record, you can use the offset keyword. So offset keyword is used for starting from another position. So start from position 3 and then return the next 5 records. So what is this statement saying? Select all the columns from the customers table, limit the records to 5. So I only want 5 records, and offset is 2. That means move down to leave 2 records, start from the 3rd record till you haven't given 5 records. So it is saying leave this first 2 records and after that give 5 records, right? So offset is 2 is saying that. So note, offset 2 means starting from the 3rd position, not 2nd, right? It says leave 2 position, leave 2 records. It is not go on the 2nd record. It is saying leave 2 records and start after that. Okay, so we'll just try to give offset. So we'll just give offset equals 3, right? Now if we run this, we are getting Hannah, Michael and Sandy. Now if we see our table, the 4th record was Hannah, and 5th was Michael, and 6th was Sandy, and we are just showing 3 records as we have given limit 3. So we are getting the correct result over here. We are getting started after 3 records, and we are only getting 3 records as we gave limit 3. So this is the correct result that we wanted. So we can save the code above, and which will give you the result this. A shorter syntax for this. There's also a shorter syntax for this. You can also write your SQL statement like limit 2, 5, which returns the same as the offset example above. So instead of giving the offset keyword over here, you can just give a comma, right? You can just give a comma and write what offset you want, and it will work the same, right? It will work the same if you do like that. So it will work the same if you just omit the offset keyword, give a comma to the value of limit, and add the value of the offset over there after the comma. So it will work the same way. So start from position 3 and return the next 5 records. This is doing the same thing. If you had given if you wanted to do it with a longer syntax, you could have removed this and given the offset. But if you want to do it with a shorter syntax, you can just give a comma and then give the value of whatever offset you want, right? But a shorter syntax is always confusing, so I always prefer the offset Oh, sorry about that. So I always prefer the offset keyword. Now if I run this, it is working the same as we gave the same offset, right? Sorry about that. So now we are on so the numbers are revised. Limit 2 comma 5 is the same as limit 5 offset 2. Oh, okay. So now I also got confused over here. So whatever you give the second, I got confused. Sorry guys, sorry about that. Sorry about it. Sorry. So basically the limit is the second thing and the offset is the first one. So before the limit, when you are giving the you are using the shorter syntax, you give the offset first, that is like 3, and then you give the limit that you can specify to 5. Okay, so if you run this now, I got confused guys, I got confused. Now you see there are 5 records coming, and it is starting after 3 records. So basically when you are using the shorter syntax, you need to give the limit keyword, then you need to give the offset. Okay, that offset, it is not necessary to give the offset if you don't want to use the offset, right? So that we have seen already. So like if you give the offset to 3, then you have to give a comma, and then you need to give how many records you want it to limit to, right? So we are limiting to 5 records, and this is working perfectly. So that's why shorter syntax is always confusing, as I also got confused over here. So I always prefer the longer syntax. Now we are on the best part of this video. I think we are on Nodejs MySQL join. So we will learn now how to join two tables. So join 2 or more tables. You can combine rows from 2 or more tables based on a related column between them by using a JSON statement. So you can use a JSON Man, not JSON, it's join. It's join. Sorry about that. So you can combine rows from 2 or more tables based on related columns between them by using a join statement. So you can use a join statement to combine rows from 2 or more tables. Okay, so consider you have a users table and a products table. So I'll just show you my users and products table. I go over here. Sorry guys, something went in my eyes. So we'll just do select all from users. So this is a users table over here, right? This is a users table. John, Peter, Amy, Hannah, Michael, and favorites are 154, 154, 155, null, right? Same as here. And there's a primary key, that is the ID, that is auto incrementing, same over here. And then we have products table. So I'll just show you my products table also. So if you see this, we are getting an ID that is not auto increment primary key, it is just a normal integer, right? So it is 154, 155, 156, and then we are giving the names. 154 is chocolate heaven, tasty lemons is 155, and 156 is vanilla dreams. So now if we want if we are creating an application, we don't want the favorite ID, we want the favorite name of the user's favorite, who likes the most, who likes the thing the most, right? So for that we need to join this table and this table on those IDs, right? So wherever it finds 154, add chocolate heaven. Wherever it finds 155, give tasty lemons. And wherever it finds 156, add vanilla dreams. And it will I'm just telling you, the join statement that we are gonna learn will not change the original table. It will not change the original table. It will temporarily make a new table and give us the result, right? It will not change the original tables, right? So this is quite cool. So these two tables can be combined by using user's favorite product. So these two tables can be used to combine the user's favorite product, that is basically the product's ID, right? Field and the product's ID field, right? Because those both are the same things, right? So like wherever it finds 154, we want chocolate heaven. Wherever it finds 155, we get tasty lemons. And wherever it finds 156, we get vanilla dreams, right? Sound pretty tasty. Okay, so now we'll just learn how to join. So select records with a match in both the tables. So now we'll learn how to select the records. So basically what we are doing here, select users dot name as user. So the user's name property as the user, and then it is saying products dot name property as favorite. Okay, so products dot name property as favorite. Select these two from our new table. So like first let's see here. Let's see over this part. So what is happening? It is saying users join products. So join the users table with the products on users dot favorite product. So wherever it finds user dot favorite product equals to products dot id. So wherever it finds user dot favorite products equals to product dot id. Alright, so this is saying that join the users table with the products table on users dot favorite product. So the favorite product over here and the equals to products dot id, that is saying that wherever it finds favorite product and products dot id same, apply the name over there, right? So we'll just let's run this over here to see what is happening. Select all from users, join the users with products on favorite, users dot favorite equals products dot id. Now if we see, let's see what we are getting. So we are getting an id 123, then name John Peter Amy, favorite 154 155 id, and now this is the products table starting. So 155 name chocolate heaven, tasty lemons. So what is happening over here? It is taking every record from the users. So it is taking every record from the users and seeing that users dot favorite, whatever number it is, wherever it finds products dot id equals to it, it will add that products dot id record, right? Wherever it finds products dot id, in whichever record it finds products dot id equals to that favorite, it will add that whole record on with that basically users record, right? So wherever it finds the id equals to the user's favorite, there it will add that id record of the products table in the new table, right, with the user's record. Okay, this sounds confusing. So wherever it I'll just show it over here. Wherever it finds this 154, for example, we want to see this user's favorite. So wherever it finds 154 in this table, that is over here, take this whole record and push it over here. Don't change the original table, create a new table, right? Now it sounds quite correct. So it is saying users join the products on wherever it finds users.favorite equals the products.id, right? Now it all makes sense. We'll just revise this over here. So it is creating a new table, join creates a new table, and it is saying it is seeing the user's favorite. Because of this statement, we are matching the users.favorite, or so it is seeing users.favorite wherever it finds the products.id with it. Whenever these two are equal, whenever the users.favorite and products.id is equal, wherever it finds products.id equal, that record will be added to the user's record and in that new table that will be created by the join, right? But it is only a temporary table, and if you just see select all from users has not changed. This is just a temporary table. Okay, so now let's see the statement. So it is saying select users.name. So bring the users.name from this new table, basically from this new table, and the products.name with it. So you select the users.name from this table, that is this, as the user, and then products.name as favorite from so products.name as favorite from this new table from users join products. So user join products is basically joining these two, but we'll just give on also. But join is creating a new table for us, temporary, on users.favorite. So wherever it finds favorite equals product.id, it will add that record with the user's record, right? It will add that record with the user's record, and then we'll just go back over here, select the users.name as the user and products.name as favorite, right? So what is happening, it is first joining. So let's just interpret this is happening first, right? So it is joining the users with the products table on users.favorite equals products.id. So wherever it finds that, it will add the user record and then that products record, right, in a new table. Then what we are doing, we are selecting the users.name from the new table after all the records have been done like this. After all the records have been gone like this, we are doing selecting the users.name. So from this new table, we are selecting the name as user, and then we are from this new table only, we are selecting products.name, that is this, as favorite. Okay, and this is how we are joining two tables and getting a result. So now let's try this. So select, let's say select users.name as user and products.name as a favorite, as favorite from our users join products table, that is created a new table on the users.favorite equals products.id. So it is saying, for the final time I'm repeating this, so let's just see this part first. So users join products is creating a new table for us. then it is creating a new tables for us, and it is saying that join the users with products on user.favorite. So wherever it finds user.favorite equals .products.id, it will add those both records in one record. And then it is saying that select that after every record has done like this, so after every record has been added together, then it is saying select the users.name from all that as the user and products.name as favorite, right? So now if we run this, you see we get John and its favorite is Chocolate Heaven, and Peter, its favorite is Chocolate Heaven, and Amy as its favorite is Tasty Lemons, right? So Peter and John's favorite was 154, and Amy's favorite was 155, that was Tasty Lemons, and Peter and John liked 154, that was Chocolate Heaven. And yeah, and those two records that were of Michael and Hannah that we saw, they had no favorite product, so the table could not find anything null in the products table. In the products.id, it couldn't find a null, so those two records were not included. So like here, Hannah and Michael had no favorites, so it could not find null in the id, so they were not included in the new table, right? So quite cool going. I think I just devoted a lot of time on this. Yeah, I just devoted 15 minutes on this. So you can use inner join instead of join. They both will give you the same result. So they both are the same things, right? Save the code above, which will give you the result this. As you can see, from the above result object only, result above, only the records with the match in both tables are returned, right? Now we'll learn about left join. So what is left join? If you want all the users, no matter if they have a favorite product or not, use the left join statement. So if you want all the users, so if you want basically instead of this language, if we'll say that if you want all the records from the first table that you have mentioned over here, if you want all of those records no matter what, then you can use the left join, as it will bring all the records from the first table that you have mentioned over here. Okay, now if I run this, it is showing us Hannah and Michael also, but their favorite is null, as it could not find any favorites for them in the products table, right? So their favorite is null, nothing, right? Which will give you the result this, as expected, right? So if you want to return all products, all the users who have them as their favorite, so if you want to return all the products, so all the products in the table of products and the users who have them as their favorite, and the users, only the users who have them as their favorite, even if no user has them as their favorite. So if you just, in simple language, whatever you have specified second over here, right? If you want to the second table that you have specified, if you want to return all the records from that table, just use right join. It will just give you all those records from that table, right? Even if no user has them as their favorite, so even if some of the users don't have it as their favorite, for example vanilla was nobody's favorite, then also it will come with right join. So if we run this, you see that Chocolate Heaven and Tasty Lemons is coming, and then Vanilla Dreams is coming, though nobody's favorite it is. It's nobody's favorite. Users is null, because nobody likes Vanilla Dreams. But you want to show all your products like everything from the second. So let's just come to a conclusion. If you want to show everything from the first table no matter what, then use the left join that you have, like from first table means from this table which you have specified first, then use left join. And if you want to show everything from the second table that you have specified second, okay, then use right join no matter what, right? So this was quite easy, just that join part was quite complicated, not complicated, quite difficult to understand. So we just did it, and this will give us the result this. So note, Hannah and Michael, who have no favorite products, are not included in the result. So in this result, Hannah and Michael are not included because they don't have any favorites, right? And we are using right join over here, right? So we are using right join, so it is right join, and the second table is products. Second that we have given is products, so it is bringing everything from products, not everything from users, right? That's why Hannah and Michael are not there. So this was a MySQL tutorial. It was a 4-part tutorial, but a very interesting tutorial. Thank you guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly do it so that you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you guys. Bye. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching my videos. Dab. And next we are gonna do MongoDB. So stay tuned for that. Dab.